It doesn't happen to me very frequently that I am speechless over a book. Don't worry, I will not have any spoilers in this review. This is just me talking about how much I like this book. Onyx Storm is going to be my favorite book of 2025, I'm pretty sure. I'm an avid reader. I read a book or two a week. When I finish a book, I move on to the next one. It's very seldom that I cannot read another book because my mind can't stop thinking about the previous book. Last year, that book for me was Hollow Kingdom, and this year it is Onyx Storm. One thing I love about the author, Rebecca, is that she leaves us little Easter eggs all throughout the two previous books and into the third, so that when we finish it, we're even more confused than when we started it. I'm more confused now. I have no idea what's going on. If you're on Reddit, there is an entire forum on Onyx Storm where everyone's talking theories and what's happening and who did that. So if you want to talk about all the ins and outs of the book, I recommend going over to Reddit and seeing what it's all about. However, if you're just trying to decide what's a good book to read, let me tell you, start with the first book, which is the Flame book. Go on to book 2 and then book 3. When I started Onyx Storm, I was wondering, should I have reread book 1 and book 2? But I had just finished them December. I think I finished them in December. I was late to the game. And so I thought, no, I'm going to remember it. But I didn't. I didn't remember it. I had no idea what was going on for the first few chapters. And that was pretty much the consensus. And so I got the book out, reread back through some characters and some things that were going on to refresh my mind. But there was still a lot. There's so much to take in. This is the rare, and I do mean a rare book, that I want to reread the whole series right now. I want to start book 1, book 2, and book 3 to see what I missed, because it is that deep. So many things are packed in and weaved together, and suspicions and trials, and a word is said here. What does that mean? And remember in book 1, this was said. So much. It is just mind-blowing how much is going on in this book. The character development I find to be absolutely lovely. We only know the main character's viewpoints for the most part, but through her, we get to know her relationships with her friends. The entire world is so beautiful and so alive as she writes it, in such a way that we can be there in it. And the dragons are also lovely. I can just picture them in my mind. But in case you can't picture them, go on to Instagram and look for all the art. In fact, I posted some art on my Instagram about a character, Zadie, that I felt is how I had him pictured in my mind. So I'm loving all the artwork I'm seeing. I'm getting it in my feed, and I highly recommend you doing that if you like artwork and you don't mind seeing what other people have come up with. I don't always agree with what they've come up with, but definitely I did for that particular one. That's why I posted it. Altogether, I just give this book 5 stars. It is on my favorites list, and it is going to be something that I think I'm going to give it about 6 months, or maybe I'll wait until the 4th book comes out. I hope that's soon. I hope that's next month, because there's so much going on. I'm going to want to recap it. If you're looking for a book that's going to hold your attention, possibly keep you up at night, make you think about it when you're not reading it, make you think about it a week after you're done reading it, hello, I haven't even started another book yet because I cannot get my mind off this book, then I highly recommend it. Now, let me just say one thing. This is it a fantasy romance? Perhaps that's the genre, fantasy romance. There is some romance. And I don't mind a bit of romance, because really there's so much action that you're not paying attention to that. I mean, you're paying attention to it, but there's everything. But it's very descriptive. I can do without that kind of description. I know a lot of people like it because of that, but I personally can do without the descriptions. So be prepared to either cover your eyes, speed read like I do, skip over parts of it, or maybe you like it and it won't bother you, but it is very descriptive. This is not a PG book like I normally would recommend, but it is so wonderfully something you can just get inside and think about. And then there's so many people talking about it right now that I had to recommend it, even if there are some explicit scenes. 5 stars, favorite read.